good morning. We're going to start standing today. So if you were on the floor, get back up. You're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart. Lift up those toes, spread the toes, and put them back down onto the ground right here. All right? Inhale, reach those arms up. Give me a slight back bend. Exhale, bring the hands back to the side of the body. Good. Inhale, arms up. The knees are soft. And exhale, back down to the side. Let's do that one more time. Reach up. And then hands back to the side. We're going to start with some balance right away. So I'm going to have you bring your left heel onto your ankle, your right heel, onto your ankle, standing on the left leg, or put it onto your shin right here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. Reaching through the crown of the head. Hold that belly button in. Breathe. And bring it down. Relax the arms. There we go. Spread the toes of that right foot. Put that ankle either underneath on the ankle, the heel on the ankle, or onto the calf. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, hands heart center. Reaching through the crown of the head. Keep your core tight, your shoulders down. Focus on the spot. Breathe. Good, excellent. Bring that leg down. Let's go back to feet shoulder width apart. Hands behind the head right here. Roll the shoulders down. Tuck your tailbone under. So you give me that little bit of a pelvic tilt right here. Right? Hold those hips stable right here. As you inhale, center. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Center, twist, twist, twist. And one more. And center. Take the right arm down to the side. The left arm reaches up and over. Keep both feet on the floor. Reach. And center. And switch. And center. Good. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Let the arms relax down onto the ground. Keep your knees still soft and rock it a little bit from side to side. And then maybe rock it forward and back a little bit. Good, then pull the belly button in and slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll it up. Warming up the spine. When you get to the top, the shoulders go back. Good, nice and tall. Inhale, arms, slight back bend. Exhale, forward bend again. And this time you're going to bend the knees, bring the right knee back and the left knee back, so you're back onto all fours. So hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Go up and open up those hands nice and wide so your fingertips are pressing down into the floor. Round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Drop your tummy down, open up your chest and look up. Good, exhale as you arch. Get some movement into that spine and then drop it down as you inhale. One more time, round. And drop. And then bring your spine into neutral position. Draw your shoulder blades down. Pull the belly button in. Extend the right arm out with your thumb up. The left leg pushes back through the heel. The toes are pointing down. Your hips stay parallel to the floor and your neck stays in alignment with the spine. Tap the hand and the foot down and lift. Tap and lift. When you're lifting, think about using the glute to lift. And when the arm lifts, think about the upper back and the back of the shoulder. Keep that belly button pulled in and stay nice and tall in that left shoulder, so no slouching down. Two more. Hold it here. From here, inhale, exhale, round your spine. Bring the knee towards the elbow, and then extend back, push back to the heel. Good, round, and extend. Around, and extend. One more, round, and extend. You can stay here, or if you want to, bend the back leg, wrap that arm around, grab that ankle, push the foot into the ankle. Good. Open up the chest a little bit more. Feel that stretch in the quad and the hip flexor. Looking great. Good. Bring the hand down, the knee down. Let's go into child's pose for just a second. Walk the fingertips forward, press the palms down, relax your forehead down. Remember, you can always go into child's pose if you need to. Have a little break. Come back on all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Draw the shoulder blades down, extend the left arm and the right leg, pushing back through the heel, toes are pointing down, thumbs up, Head in alignment with the spine right here, nice and tall to the right shoulder. Tap and lift. Use the glute, use the upper back and the back of the shoulder. And hold it up right here. Or bend that back leg and wrap that arm around, grab that foot and push the foot into the hand. Open up the hip flexor and the quad. And the chest also. Good, bring the hand down, the knee down, so you're back on all fours. Wagging the tail so the left hip comes towards the left shoulder and the right hip towards the right shoulder. Just a little bit warming up the obliques, getting some movement into the hips. One more on each side. Then hold it in the center, tuck the toes under, and lift your hips up into down dog. Heels towards the floor, chest towards your thighs. You can keep your knees still soft, since we're still warming up a little bit more. Press the fingertips down into the floor. Let your head hang heavy. Breathe. Bending the right leg, pushing the left heel towards the floor, and then switch, alternating. Keep the hips lifted though, and the chest pressed towards the thigh. One more on each side. Then push both heels down, and then come forward into high plank. So wrists are under the shoulders. You can modify with the knees down here if you want to, or walk the toes a little closer towards your wrists, push back to the heels, reach forward to the crown of the head, roll your shoulders down, pull the belly button in, hold, squeeze your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your inner thighs, your calves, your chest, your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps, everything is working. Breathe. Very controlled. Good, drop the knees down. Flatten out the feet, turn the inside of the elbows forward and slowly come all the way down onto the ground. Good, then from here, stay with the hands where they are, push yourself back up so your upper body is up, your knees are still on the floor, or you can lift the knees off the mat so your feet are on the floor. Up dog, tuck the toes under, lift the hips back into down dog here. Come back into high plank. We're going from high plank to low plank, so remember, you drop the knees down if you need to. Left elbow down, right elbow down, hands are relaxed. Take some stress off those wrists. Bring the heels together, toes apart. Squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Push back through the heels. Reach forward through the crown of the head. Stay tall. Engage your core. Breathe. All the muscles are working. Squeeze glutes, quads, hamstrings, inner thighs. Bring the heels apart. Drop the knees down. Flatten out the feet, come all the way down onto the mat. You're going to bring your hands behind you with the palms facing up. The heels are still together, toes apart. So squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Then lift up your chest, roll the shoulders back like you're reaching for the heels. And if you want to lift the heels off the floor, you can continue looking down at the mat. Breathe. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades towards each other and relax it down. And again, lift the chest, the legs, and reach the heels back, the hands back towards the heels. Squeeze those heels together. And relax it down. Bring the hands under the shoulders, push the chest up into up dog. Yep, and then tuck the toes under into down dog. From here, bring the right leg up. That leg comes to the front of the mat. Drop the left heel onto the floor. And put your hands onto your thighs. So my front leg is directly under the knee. Push the left hip forward. So you're getting a stretch in the left hip flexor and quad, bring the left arm up and reach it over towards the right. Keep pushing that hip forward. Get that hip flexor stretch and quad stretch. Straighten it out and take the the left hand to the right knee. The right arm wraps around to the opposite hip with the palm facing away. And look over your right shoulder. Draw your shoulder blades down. Nice and tall to the crown of the head. Continue pushing the hip forward. Breathe. Good, then rotate back to the center. Put the hands in front of you. And step the left foot forward. Relax it in a forward bend. Put your hands on your shins and lift your back up so your back is parallel to the ceiling. And then relax it back down. Stepping the right foot back, dropping the right knee down. The left ankle is under the left thigh, left knee. Good, push that right hip forward. Reach the right arm up and over towards the left. Continue pushing forward with that right hip. Straighten out the body, and then the right arm comes to the outside of the left thigh, and the left arm wraps around, palm facing away, shoulders drawn down. Look over that back shoulder. Nice spine twist. Stay tall to the crown of the head. Continue your breath. Good, then rotate back to the center. Put the hands in front of you and step the left knee back. So you're back onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees just barely off the floor or stay with the knees down. So you're engaging the front of the legs, the quads. Barely above there, so don't lift the legs up too much. From here we're going into down dog. And then come back to hovering. Adding on here, if you want to tap from side to side, stay tall through the chest. Tap center or just hold it. One more on each side. And down dog. Bring the left leg up. Bring the leg to the front of the mat so the left ankle's under the knee. All right, again, if you want to drop that knee down, you can, or keep the right leg extended, push back to the heels, put your hands on your thighs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands heart center. You're going to take that left elbow and put it onto your right thigh. Right here. Try to keep the hands heart center. Very nice. Remember, you can always drop that back knee down. Come back to the center. Put the hands in front of you. Step that right foot forward. Forward bend. Lift up halfway. Relax it forward. And step back with the left leg. Again, drop the left knee if you need to. Put your hands on your thighs. A balance challenge here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands heart center. Your right elbow onto your your right thigh and rotate over. Good. Come back to the center. Bring the hands onto the floor in front of you. Step the left foot forward. Forward bend. Lift up halfway. And bring it back down. Step that right leg back again. Again, drop the knee down if you want to. Put your hands on your thighs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands heart center. This is a little more challenging. You're going to take that right elbow onto your left thigh this time and rotate. Different kind of twist. Bring it back to the center. The hands on the floor. Step the right foot forward. Forward bend. Lift up halfway. Relax it forward. Bring that left leg back. Hands on your thighs. Drop the knee if you need to. Good. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands heart center. Left elbow, right thigh this time. Good. Push back to that heel. Good. I think we're warmed up by now. Bring it back to the center. Bring the hands down. Step that right foot back into high plank or drop the knees down into low plank. If you're with me in high plank, you're going to bend that right leg and push the heel up towards the ceiling. You can do that on the knee right here. Push. Engaging that glute. Stay tall through the chest. Keep your core tight. Your neck in line with the spine. 2 more. Good. Extend that right leg out. Bend the left leg. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. Notice you're engaging the right quad right here. The front of the legs have to work to hold you up. 2 more. Good. Bring that leg down. Drop the knees down. And give me a child's pose. Walk the hands to the right side of the mat and press the left palm down into the floor. Get that stretch all the way from the pinky to the hip. And do the same thing on the other side. Walk it back to the center. And come on down onto your elbows. Elbows under the shoulders, hands relaxed in front of you. Draw your shoulder blades down. Good. Pull the belly button up. Stay on your knees here if you want to, or tuck the toes under. Come up onto the toes. Alternating, lifting up one leg at a time. If you're on the knees, it looks like this. If you're on the toes, push back through the heel. Looking nice and strong here. One more on each side. Good, and bring the knees down and rotate onto your left side. Oh, which side? Whatever side you want to. Elbows under the shoulder. Create a triangle from the elbow to the shoulder to the hip. Bend the bottom leg so the knees are on top of each other and the hips are stacked. Reach that right arm up. Dip the hip down and lift. Dip and lift. So you're lifting with the obliques right here. Good. One more. Good. Bring the hip down and switch sides. Just giving the shoulder a little bit of a break. Elbow under the shoulder. Good. Create your triangle right here. Bend the bottom leg. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked. Lift the arm up. Lift the hip up. Dip down and lift. Good. Stay tall. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Good. One more. Good. Bring the hip down and just rotate onto your back from here. So we're going to have the feet shoulder width apart. The knees are pointing up. The toes are pointing straight ahead. Your hands are relaxed on the side of the mat. Fingertips reaching towards the bottom of the floor on the mat here. Press your spine down. Walk your hips up into a bridge position. Take the hands behind the back. Clasp them together. Reach the knuckles towards the heels. Alternate, lift up one heel at a time. Lift, tap. Keep pushing those fingertips or those knuckles towards the heels to open up the chest and shoulders. Keep pushing the hip up towards the ceiling to activate your glutes and hamstrings. One more on each side. And then if you want to bring the arms up towards the ceiling, but keep the shoulder blades pressed down into the floor and slowly, one vertebra at a time, press your spine down into the mat. Give me that pelvic tilt when you come to the bottom, the lower back, and relax. Then bring your legs to tabletop. The knees are right here over the hips. Put your hands on your thighs. Press your palms into the knees. Flex your feet. Press the knees into the palms. The shoulders are down. The rib cage is down. Your core is engaged in your breathing. Keep the right hand pushed in. If you want to add on, extend left arm, left leg, or stay where we were. And switch. Extend. Core is tight and switch. Extend. And switch. Extend. Good. Come back to the feet on the floor, hands on the mat next to you, hips back into bridge position. Keep the hands on the floor here or reach them up towards the ceiling, you decide. Lifting both heels, tap them down. Lift, tap. Think about glute activation, hamstrings working. You're adding the calf by lifting the heels. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the floor to activate the upper back, the back of the shoulders. Woo, we got the blades slide. They're coming your way. One more. Bring the heels down and slowly press the spine back into the floor. And once you're down there, let's bring those legs back into tabletop. Flex your feet. The hands behind the head and shoulders lift. Exhale up, inhale down. The knees are over the hips here, bottom leg parallel to the floor. Well, I think the pilots are coming by for breakfast or something. Hold it in the up position right here. Keep your chin tucked in. Reach the arms to the opposite wall. Move the arms up and down. You can modify by putting your head on the floor, one hand behind the head, or even bringing the feet on the mat. Breathe. One more. Hug the knees into the chest and relax the head down. You're going to extend that left leg all the way down onto the floor. Put your hands on top of your right shin. Pull the leg in tight. Give me a pelvic tilt. So tuck that tailbone under, and then rotate the knee just slightly so it comes towards the right shoulder. Push the leg as tight as you can, wrap your elbows around your rib cage if you can, and press that leg. And from here, you're going to either stay here or grab the outside of that foot into a single leg happy baby. You're pushing the knee down towards the ground. The bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. Good. Good. Bend that leg, put that foot onto the floor. Bend the left leg. Extend the right leg out and bend the knee in towards the chest, the left knee. Wrap the elbows around, turn the knee just slightly towards that left shoulder so you can pull the leg in a little tighter. Give me that pelvic tilt, give it a nice hug. Breathe. Your shoulders are down. Then if you can, grab the outside of that foot into a single leg happy baby. You can always grab the ankle if you need to. Push the knee down towards the ground. The bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling here. Excellent. Release it. You're going to bend both legs, tuck the tailbone under, and bring both legs into tabletop. Your hands go behind the head and shoulders lift. You're going to extend the right leg out, the left leg in, and switch. The legs can come up towards the ceiling or closer to the floor if you want to add on. Remember, your head is just resting in the hands here. Adding an upper body rotation if you want to. Right shoulder, left knee, left shoulder, right knee. Keep those elbows open. Think about reaching with the shoulder for a nice rotation in the torso. One more on each side. Good. Bring the feet back onto the floor, the head down, your hands back to the side of the mat. Lift your hips back into your bridge position and walk right here. So right leg comes up. Taps down, left leg comes up. Keep your hips lifted and try to keep them from moving. Just the leg coming up and down. The fingertips are reaching towards the bottom of the mat. Your shoulder blades are pressing down into the ground. You continue your breath. One more on each side. And bring both feet down and slowly press the spine back down into the mat. One vertebra at a time. There you go. And once you're down there, let's extend the legs up, heels together, toes apart. Hold on behind the left leg. The right leg comes towards the floor and switch. Maybe lift head and shoulders up. Pull the leg in towards the chest. Get that stretch in the hamstring as you're pulling the leg in. Keep the leg movement going. Maybe bring the hands behind the head. If you feel the lower back, don't bring the legs so far down or bend the knees. One more on each side. Hug the knees into the chest, relax your head. You're going to extend the left leg down, the right leg comes up towards the ceiling, turn your hip out. Hands are on the floor, circle the right leg without moving the hips. So you really have to engage your core here to keep everything from moving. And circle the other way. Remember, those shoulder blades are drawn down into the, press them into the floor. One more. Hug that knee in, bring the other knee in. Bring it nice and wide towards the shoulders so your booty comes off the floor and you can rock a little bit from side to side. Then bring it to the center, straighten out that right leg. The left leg up towards the ceiling, turn the hip out, and circle the leg. Good. Reach those fingertips towards the bottom of the mat. Try not to move those hips. Circle the other way. And then hug the knees close into the chest so you can give yourself a hug and rock from side to side. Good, and put the feet back onto the floor, shoulder width apart, hands behind the head and shoulders lift, exhale up, inhale down. Use your abdominal muscles to lift up. If you want to here, you can bring your legs in tabletop. You can also add on by extending the legs up, heels together, toes apart. 2 more. Last one. Bring the feet back onto the floor. Take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Exhale over, inhale back. Reach. Getting a little bit more rotation in there, working those muscles on the side of the torso, your obliques. 2 more. Good, and let's do the other side. Reach. One more. Good, bring the head down, rotate over towards the right. So your right elbow's under the shoulder. Good. So you can bend that bottom leg again. You can have one foot in front of the other, or both feet on top of each other, come into side plank. I'm going to take the knee down on this one, because I have that bum ankle right there. From here, inhale, exhale, reach underneath. And then back up. And reach underneath. And back up. Good. Engage those obliques. And back up. One more. Reach. And back up. Good. Bring the hip down. Bring both feet slightly in front of you. Keep the elbow under the shoulder. And then lift the top leg and tap it down. So my feet are parallel to each other. I'm engaging my core here. It's not about the leg alone here. It's about your core and shoulder stability. Good. Good. And bring the toe down, tap to the front and to the back. Tap, tap. Good. No slouching. One more on each side. Good, bring that foot down and rotate to the other side. So your left elbow's under the shoulder, straight line first. Remember, bottom leg bend, extend here or here. Arm comes up. Inhale, exhale, reach underneath. And back up. Engage those obliques, reach. And back up. One more. Good, bring your hips down. The feet slightly forward. You can put that hand on the hip, lift the leg, and tap it down. That top foot is parallel to the bottom foot. Stay nice and tall through here. Core is engaged, shoulders stable right here. Hold it here, turn the toe down, tap to the front and to the back. Front, back. Stay tall. You're looking good. One more each. Good. Bring that leg down. You're going to come around on all fours. Hands are under the shoulders. The knees are under the hips. Draw your shoulder blades down. Tuck the tailbone under. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees slightly off the floor. Go for a little walk if you want to add on here. Engage those quads. One more on each side. Lift the hips up into down dog. Come forward into high plank, either on the knees to modify or tap from side to side here. One more on each side. Lift the hips back into down dog. Walk those heels, press those heels towards the ground. Bring the right leg up. Bend that knee, open up the hip towards the right, look under your right armpit, and push that left heel towards the ground. Bring that leg down, and switch left leg up, bend that knee, open up that hip. Good, bring it back to the center, walk out your dog. Then the left leg comes up. Bring that leg to the front of the mat. The right heel comes onto the side. Your hands are on your thighs right here. Whoa! Instructor falling over here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right, left arm forward, right arm back. Open up the knee towards the left. Reach with the fingertips. Stay nice and tall to the center. Spread the mat apart using your feet. Turn the front palm up. Look at it. Reach that arm up towards the ceiling, the other one down towards the ground. You can maybe even reach behind you. Good. Straighten those arms back out. Extend the front leg. Reach forward and down. So the left arm is down towards the ground. The right arm extends, but your shoulders are stacked here. Good. Take that right hand to the left hand. Relax forward into pyramid right here. Great stretch in the back of that hamstring. Bend that front leg. Put the hands on the floor in front of you. Straighten out that back foot. And step your right foot forward. Relax it and forward bend. Good. I'm just going to go to the other side of the mat because we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bend the knee, step the left leg back so the heel is on the side. Your hands are on your thighs. Inhale, arms come up. This time right arm forward, left arm back. Open up the knee towards the right. I just switch so you wouldn't have to look at my back the whole time. Turn the front palm up. Reach it up towards the ceiling. Reach back if you can. Keep the knee bent and open it a little bit more towards the right. Straighten out those arms. Reach forward and down. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Sorry, straighten out that front leg. We forgot about that. And then bring that left hand to the right hand. Relax it and forward in pyramid. Good. Bend that front leg. Put the hands on the floor. And step the left foot back into high plank. Turn the inside of the elbows forward. You can come on the knees or stay on the toes and slowly come all the way down. Good. From here, bring your feet mat width apart. Turn your toes out. Make a pillow with your hands. Relax your forehead. Lift up the right leg. Tap it down. Left leg. Alternating lifting and tapping, engaging the glute and hamstring. Upper body is relaxed. Let's do both legs at the same time right here. So lift and hold. Continue your breath and relax. And lift and hold and relax. And one more time, lift and hold. Bring the feet together, the hands under the shoulders, and push it back into child's pose. From here, come on into a kneeling position and bring your knees mat width apart. Make fists with your hands, push them into your lower back. Roll your shoulders back and down, push your hips forward using those knuckles. Good, you can stay here or you can tuck your toes under and reach for the heels. Just a little bit more intense stretch. Push those hips forward, stretch out that whole front body. Then inhale here, exhale, go into a wide child's pose, so flatten out the feet. And just relax the arms and relax your forehead down. Good. Come on back up. Bring the knees together. You're going to come on your back one more time. From here, hands up on the floor next to you to start with. Lift the hips up. Keep that right foot on the floor and the left leg extends up. The knee comes to the knee and then back up towards the ceiling. Inhale down, exhale lift. So my right glute and hamstring are holding me up here. I'm trying to keep those hips parallel to the ceiling. Shoulder blades are pressing into the floor. One more. Bend that left leg, put it back onto the ground, extend the right leg up. Knee to knee, back up. Inhale down, exhale lift. One more. Good, bend that knee, put both feet down, and then slowly press the spine back down into the mat. From here, tuck the tailbone under, bring the legs in tabletop. You can put your hands under the hips or your hands behind your head. Tap the feet down, pull them back to tabletop. Inhale down, exhale lift. Think about using those abdominal muscles to pull the legs back into tabletop. One more. hold it here, right leg out, left shoulder, right knee, opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Stay with the legs, extend, bend here, or straighten the legs out and do opposite shoulder, opposite knee here. You always stay with those bent knees if you need to. One more on each side. Hug your knees into the chest. Now you can go back to the exercise with the knees bent, hands under the hips, tapping the feet down, or legs extend, hands under the hips, or hands behind the head, inhale down, exhale lift. So your modification, if you feel it in the lower back, always bring the hands under the hips. Inhale down, exhale lift. If your legs are extended, bring the heels together, toes apart. Squeeze those inner thighs together to get more abdominal activation here. 2 more. Last one. Good, hug the knees into the chest. You're going to extend the left leg down. The right foot is on the floor. The arms come out to the side. You're going to lift your hip off the floor and rotate onto your left butt cheek. So your right knee is coming to the left side of the mat now. You can stay right here or straighten that right leg out. Look over your right shoulder. So you can feel it on the lower back, and then just keep that knee bend. Take a nice couple of breaths here. Keep your shoulders relaxed. If you're flexible enough, you grab your toe with your left hand. That's awesome. Good. Go ahead and bend that leg if it was extended. Put it back onto the floor. Lift your butt up and rotate back to the center. Bend the left leg, straighten out the right leg. Lift the butt up and rotate onto your right butt cheek. The knee comes towards the right. Look over your left shoulder and maybe straighten out that left leg if you can. Maybe grab it with your fingers, the toe. All depends on your flexibility. Continue your breath, relax your shoulders down. Then go ahead and bend that leg if it was extended. Rotate back to the center. And then bend both legs. Make sure your hips are even here, then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Open that knee towards the bottom of the mat and lift your hip up into a single leg bridge. So you're getting that hip opener at the same time as you're working the left glute and hamstring. Breathe. Slowly press the spine down, one vertebra at a time. You're going to keep that leg crossed over. And then hold on behind the left leg and pull the leg in towards you. Take that right elbow, push that knee slightly away from you. And straighten out the left leg, pointing and flexing that foot. So by straightening out the right leg, the left leg, you're getting a little bit more of a stretch in that right hip. And then circle the ankle, keep that ankle mobility going. And then circle the other way. Good, you're going to bend that leg, or not down on this side, then bring the arms out, cross the leg all the way over and bring the knees towards the right. Look over your left shoulder and press that top leg on the bottom leg. Get a little bit more of a stretch in those obliques here too. Good, inhale here, exhale, rotate back to the center, uncross the legs, rock the legs a little bit from side to side. Good, bring it back to the center, make sure the hips are even right here. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, lift the hip up into the single leg bridge, that knee's coming down towards the floor a little bit if you can. Engage that right glute and hamstring here. Breathe. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, press that spine down. Remember, keep that leg crossed over. Once you're down there, grab that right leg, pull it in. Open up that knee by pushing the left elbow into that thigh and straighten out the right leg, pointing and flexing that foot. And circling that ankle. And circle the other way. Then bend that leg, keep the leg crossed over, cross it all the way over, The hands are on, the arms are on the side, the leg goes to the left, you're looking over your right shoulder, push that top leg down on that bottom leg. Good. That feels so good. Nice stretch in those obliques. Inhale here, exhale, come back to the center and uncross. Rotate onto your right side. All right, you're gonna come up to a seated position. Your legs are extended, your feet are flexed. Your feet are about shoulder width apart, the arms are in front, shoulders down. Inhale here. Exhale, reach forward, pull the belly button in. Inhale, exhale, back up. Again, reach forward and back up. Now bend your knees, put your hands behind your thighs and lean back. Engage your core, lift maybe your feet off the floor or keep them on the ground. Bring the arms maybe out to the side, and if you want to add on, extend the legs out, heels together, toes apart, engage your obliques, your inner thighs. You're gonna bring the feet down, round it out. Extend those legs, flex the feet, bring the arms in front, shoulders down, inhale here. Exhale, pull the belly button in, extend forward, and then you come back up. Let's do that one more time, and reach. And back up. And let's bend those knees again, hands behind the thighs, roll the shoulders back, lean back. Stay here, 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 or extended boat pose. Squeeze those inner thighs together if you're in full boat pose. Smile. You're almost done. You're gonna bring the feet on the floor and round it out. You're gonna extend the left leg out, and I'm gonna face this way. You can see left leg out, right leg presses into your thigh right here. Keep that leg here. Give it a really nice hug. Good. Take that left arm and wrap it around. The right arm is behind you, close to your torso. So I want to make sure you're very tight here and you're very tight here. So nice and tall, look over your back shoulder. Keep your shoulders down. Press that arm into your chest, that leg into your chest. Push through that left heel, elongate it. Good. See if you can kind of make sure the toes are pointing up. Mine always want to roll out a little bit on that foot. Good, and rotate back to the center. Extend the right leg out. The left leg pulls all the way, nice and tight. Nice and tight, good. Grab it with your right arm. The left hand is right behind your torso. Nice and tall, look over your back shoulder. Hug that leg. Straighten out the toes up towards the ceiling on that right foot. Push to the heel. Good, rotate back to the center. You're gonna bring both of the bottom of the feet together, grab your toes, and scoot a little closer in towards your heels. And then give me little butterfly legs here. Very good. Lean slightly forward, maybe open up the hip a little bit more with your elbows. And then come up and cross your legs. Good. Take your wrists and put them on your knees. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale all that air out through your mouth. Let's do that a couple times. And with each exhalation, I want you to relax the shoulders a little bit more. You are tall, you're reaching to the crown of the head, but your shoulders are down and relaxed. Relax your forehead and your jaw, and relax your hands. Let's take 2 more deep breaths in and out. And then open up your eyes. Bring your hands behind your back, clasp them together, reach the knuckles down towards the ground, open up the chest. You can even give me a slight back bend here. Good, straighten it out, keep the right hand on the side of the torso, the left arm reaches up and over, the hips stay on the floor. And back to the center and to the other side. And back to the center, reach the arms up towards the sky, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Namaste.